What's up, y'all? My name is David Dixon. If you are watching this, you may have seen some of my radio show. I had 3 episodes, which were on a radio show I call Take a Moment. It was on CentralValleyTalk.com. Um, the way it worked was you paid per week, and then you tried to get sponsors. With my schedule, it was pretty busy. It was hard for me to try to acquire the sponsors I needed to keep the show going, and yada yada yada. And I just couldn't afford to do it. I couldn't afford to keep paying for it, but I couldn't find sponsors. Didn't have time to find sponsors. So I was in kind of catch-22, and I was like, well, I can't do this anymore. I'd really like to, but I can't. So I made an announcement, like, I think 2 months ago, that I was going to start doing video blogs, webisodes, instead of, short, like 10, 15-minute webisodes, kind of talking about the same things, to keep this going, to keep my soapbox. If you can't tell, by the way, this is my little intro. I forgot to say that. This is my intro video, and I'll post that on the title so everyone knows what it is. So I'm being real informal right now. Although I don't know if I'm ever that formal, even when I was doing my radio show. Anyways, I still have to post the 3rd episode of my radio show, so if you didn't catch that, I'm going to post that. I have to post them in parts. I had a video cutting software. It was a freeware program that didn't work. It worked okay. It got the job done, sort of, but I reinstalled my computer since then because my hard drive crashed. That was fun. So I don't have that program anymore, and if I did, I really want another one because it wasn't working that well. So if you have any freeware programs that can just cut videos in chunks, that's all I need, because I need to cut it in 15-minute chunks to post on YouTube and Facebook, so people can watch it. I want to post my 3rd and last episode at CentralValleyTalk.com on there so people can watch it. It was on the topic of beauty. Did a whole hour on, well, 48 minutes because minus commercials and yada yada. But anyways, you get the point. I did a whole show on beauty, the concept of beauty. I had no idea I had that much to talk about on beauty. Apparently I did. Very good episode, I thought. I thought it was a good ending episode. So what I've decided to do, though, and I was going to just do little 15-minute spots on philosophical topics like I was doing before. But I realized that I kind of want to do a little bit here and a little bit there, and because I'm doing 10, 15-minute spots, it makes it easier to do that. So what I've decided to do is that I'm going to have 3 different series of webisodes that all sort of tie in. They're all part of Take a Moment, the webisode version of Take a Moment. And it really is taking a moment now, because instead of watching me for an entire hour, you just watch me for 10, 15 minutes, go about your day. If you are willing to give me 10, 15 minutes, that's great. I would love that. And it's going to be easier for people to access it and stuff like that. And you can still post on YouTube comments. You can post on my Facebook, on Take a Moment's Facebook, to tell me what's up. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me what you'd like to talk about. If you'd like to be a guest, you know what? Come over to my house. You can be on my show if you know me. If you live around the Fresno area, if you want to be on my show, I'll bring my webcam to your house. You can come over here and do it, whatever. I want it to be interactive still. I know it's less interactive because it's not an actual show. People can call in or type in and stuff like that. It's not a live show. But anyways, that's where I'm hoping to do a little more of that still. But so my 3 topical areas is, first of all, I'm going to call them philosophy talks. They're going to be little 10, 15-minute spots on a topical issue like I did before. Like I talked about love, romantic love, and I talked about, if you watch my episodes, I talked about romantic love, and I talked about friendship love, and I talked about beauty. I talked about the concept of absolute truth, things like that. Talk about those big concepts in relation to us people, in relation to society, how they connect, what we see them as, what we should see them as, all this different stuff. Kind of what I did before, just in a smaller version, because I'm doing one topic and it's only 15 minutes. Because it'll probably be 15 minutes. I talk too much. The second one is going to be, I'm going to call it the economy of power. And it's going to be about political issues. I'm very interested in political issues. I did some stuff with the Tea Party when it first started up. I wish I could have done more. School and other things got in the way. I'm going to try to find my YouTube videos, because some YouTube videos me doing some speeches at Tea Party stuff around Central Valley too. I actually was honored enough to be asked to give a 5-minute talk at the Central Valley Tea Party, the big one they had that followed up first big round of tea parties. They had the second big round of tea parties. I think it was on the 4th of July that we did those, if I'm not mistaken. I should try to find the video somewhere if they have it online. But I was honored enough to be asked to speak at the Central Valley Tea Party. Thank you to people who allowed me to do that. It was an amazing experience. Ben Berkham, one of the big Central Valley Tea Party guys here in the Central Valley. A friend of mine that I met at Fresno State. Actually, I gotta contact that guy and see what he's up to lately. Anyways, side note. So if you're watching this by some random chance, Ben, give me a call if you still got my number, or send me a Facebook, because I'd like to get hold of you again and see what Tea Party's up to, because I'd like to help out a little more. I have a little more time now. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, sidebar. So it's going to be, but I'm going to call it the economy of power because I want to focus on, people talk about the issues. I'm going to talk about the issues. I'm going to talk about, the bills. I'm going to talk about people we're voting on. I'm going to talk about, what's going on. But I also really want to talk about the political maneuvering, the motives behind our politicians, how power changes hands. It's more a concept of power and political economy and how these issues are manipulated. And like I said, I'll talk about the issues, but I also want to talk about how issues are manipulated to gain or lose power, how they're seen by the media, how they're seen by society. I'm very conservative. If you're not, please watch me anyways. If you get sick of me, just go watch my philosophy videos and leave my political ones alone if you really don't want to watch it. But, I like watching opposite points of view. So if you want opposite point of view, if you want a ultra-conservative, probably sometimes beyond Tea Party guy, watch me. It'll be fun. And post your hateful comments afterwards, please, because if you don't, then that would be lame, because I like comments from the opposite side of the aisle. And again, please watch my other videos, because you'll probably get more out of those. The third one I want to do is, and I'm not going to do these that often, but I want to do some theological talks. I'm a very fundamental Christian, and I want to explore some really deep theological topics from a Christian point of view. Whether you're a Christian or not, these might be interesting to you, but a lot of them are going to be more interesting for Christians. Some of them are going to be deep philosophical, theological kind of mixes. So I don't even know if I'm going to put those in the philosophy talks or the theological talk. I don't know where to put some of these. Like the first one I want to do, and I'm going to tackle this, is the philosophical problem of evil, which is, if there's a good God, if God is all-knowing, all-loving, and all-powerful, how does evil exist? It's been a common rebuttal of atheists and agnostics to the Christian and some other monotheistic religions for quite a long time. And I actually wrote a paper while I was in school. I graduated with a philosophy degree in 2010. I forgot. People who haven't seen my radio videos haven't got my introduction about who I am. Oh, that's funny. Go watch my first episode. It's posted on there. First episode, take a moment. First part will give you an introduction to who I am. I'm David Dixon, graduate from State, 2010. I'm a nerd. I'm a jock. I'm a philosopher. I graduated a degree in philosophy. That's me. I'm a serious, devout Christian. I'm a conservative. Most Republicans are too liberal for me. Okay. Anyways, that gives you a quick little summary if you needed it. Anyways, the theological talks are going to be like that, or they're going to be like differences between what's the soul and what's the spirit, like soul, spirit, body. What are those? I want to explore. I want to go off and explore some really interesting things. Melchizedek was something I wanted to explore and do a lot of research, and I'm going to probably try to find a pastor. Once I get the shows going, people actually watching, I'll probably do that one, because I wouldn't want to really bring a guest on if only 10 people are watching my videos. But once people actually start watching my videos, I'm going to find a pastor that I trust, do some research with him, and then maybe bring him on to talk about it, because I'd like to study that. It's something that I'm like, what is Shield is another topic that I'm interested in studying. And Abraham's bosom, those topics, kind of out there, weird stuff that you don't look at every day. So that's what I want to do with that. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to label them so you'll know what they are. So it'll be like theological talk, economy of power, or philosophy talk. And it might have an episode date, episode number. The philosophy talks will probably have like a topical, like it'll be like philosophy, truth, which I already did something on truth, so I'm probably going to do that again. And it's actually posted on there. But just to give you an idea. So it'll have like philosophy talk, truth, episode, with a date, probably. That'll probably be what the video title is, something like that. Economy of Power may just say Economy of Power episode, whatever, with a date. I'm probably going to have a topical thing there because it's going to be whatever the current events are when we're talking about it. Like I just did one. I filmed it before I did my intro. Anyways, go figure. But I just did one on, I'm going to post this video still first because it doesn't make sense to post the other one first, even though it did make sense to do it first. I just got fired up and was ready to do it, so I just did it. But I just did one on the debt crisis stuff. So that's not going to have debt crisis. It's just going to say Economy of Power episode date. So that was the first one I did. I'm going to do another webisode, video blog webisode. I think I'm going to call them video blogs. They're websites. I'm going to do another one probably in like 3 or 4 days, hopefully. A week at the most. I want to try to get at least one a weekend. I want to try to get 2 a weekend if I can of different, one philosophical and then one either theological or political, or 2 philosophical if I'm not feeling like doing something political, if there's not much happening, or if I'm not really, don't have enough time to do the research, because of the theology ones are going to take a lot of research time. The philosophy ones are less research time, but still a little bit of research time, so... and the political ones, I have to be current on political current events, which sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So that depends on how much talk radio I listen to that week or how much news I've watched. Anyways, so that's the base idea. What I'm going to do, I want feedback. Please post. I'm going to put this in a post on Facebook that I'm starting video blogs. It's going to have my intro video there. It's going to have a link to my other videos. And I'm going to post every time I have one. I'll post on my wall. I'll take a moment. I'll post on my personal wall. I'll have my wife post on her wall, or her announcements, or whatever it is on Facebook. I haven't used Facebook that much in a while, so I'm going to have to relearn some of the Facebook stuff. So please spread this out to your friends. So I'm going to make it really easy. You can copy paste it. It's going to say, it's not going to say like I've posted a video. It's going to say take a moment to post a video, da 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 da. So you can just boom, copy that, paste it onto your announcement so your friends can see it, and so their friends can post it on their friends and their friends and their friends. And I'm hoping to see if we can get people to watch them, to get people to spread them out to their friends. Hopefully like my videos. This one is probably a little boring considering I spent almost 15 minutes explaining to you what I'm trying to do. But that's just the way I am, I guess. I over-explain things sometimes. So if it's long-winded, I hope you turned it off and just watched the first webisode if you didn't care to listen to all my explanation. Anyways, so please post these to your friends. Say, hey, it's getting started. And once I get started with this ball rolling, I know I said I was going to do this like 2 months ago. I've got the ball rolling now. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm enjoying this. I like it. I don't care if only 10 people are watching. And my StarCraft disc just fell on my printer. I hope there's no damage to that. That would be sad. StarCraft 2 is an awesome game. I might do some game reports one of these times, too. I don't know. That seems kind of stupid. Go figure. But I might. Anyways, so yeah. Tell your friends. Please help this spread. I would like to see people just get some information out there, get some new ideas out there. I've got a lot of things swimming in my head. I want to get them down on video, get them down on paper, get them out there. I think they're fresh. I think they're good ideas. Think they're stupid? Watch my videos and tell me they're stupid. But please don't tell me they're stupid before you watch my videos. That's kind of lame. I wouldn't do that to someone else either. Actually, I did in college when I, just read the Cliff Notes and said the author's idea was stupid. Probably should have read the book before I did that. I only did that. No, I did that a few times. Anyways, everyone does that a few times in college. Anyways, I'm David Dixon, and this is the beginning of video blogs for Take a Moment, which again is my umbrella for my 3 other video sub-blogs: Philosophy Talks, Theology Talks, and The Economy of Power. Please watch. Have a good day. Thank you.